Hi there again, crew members. This is just a quick unscheduled stop at Starbase 9, so no swooshing doors and not too much editing. I just want to show you these figures that I've painted since the last video because they are looking... So you remember this shot here? So this is our Ambassador Emley stepping onto the bridge for the first time, and he's flanked by two unpainted security officers. Now, just check this out. Here's the same scene. Ambassador Emley coming off the bridge with two painted security officers. Just look at how sharp they look. Original series, classic Star Trek. I mean, look at these guys. The finest crew in the fleet. Are they looking sharp or what? That first guy there on the right still needs some work. He needs his face painting and such, and his hair painting. But look at these guys. Just look at the detail on that. The Enterprise insignia and the phasers. Oh God, I'm just so made up with these figures and the detail in them. They're just going to add so much depth to this model, as are all the other figures that Andrew, our ambassador in Toronto, has printed for me. I just want to give you an example of the quality of these figures, and I also just want to point out, like I did in the previous video, that Andrew has done all this for free. Okay, he's done it for free and literally saved me thousands and thousands of dollars, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that. And I also want to point out the absolute quality in these figures, in contrast to the figures that I can actually buy. So here is a figure that I bought, and it's okay. There's something going on with the face on this figure, which is a bit weird, and that's why this guy might be looking at him a little bit weird. But this guy in yellow here, or in the mustard coloured top, I bought him in a group of 5 from a craft store, and it cost me the equivalent of $15. Okay, and that was for 5 of these figures, of which, you know, they're all just stood. I'll get another one. Here's another one. They're all just stood in very standard positions. And when I first bought these, I thought, you know, these are okay. These will add something to the model, and you know, whatever. But then when Andrew got involved and he started saying, look at the detail on the faces of these. Different faces, different characters. Just incredible. Okay, so that's, like I say, the equivalent of $15 for five of these figures. I've chosen the Captain Kirk figure here that I'm really going to enjoy painting. And at the moment, he is reaching out to this yeoman here, who is about to hand him, you know, one of those things that, you know, that he puts his signature on, and she walks away and off the bridge. Behind, you can see all the other figures. Let me just come around the front here and show you these other figures. There are no less than about 40 figures, 40 custom-made figures that he's printed for me. Absolutely incredible. Okay, now let me show you those. I've painted some of these hand phasers. So as I showed you in the previous video, he's also sent me over 200 1/25th scale hand phasers. I painted a few of those over the past few days. Take a look at this. And one of the comments in the previous video was that it's amazing that these tiny hand phasers actually fit into these phaser lockers. And that is true. So of course you pull the locker down from the wall and all the phasers are available. And I didn't show it in the previous video, but I'm going to try and show it now. This is all really close-up stuff. So I'm placing a few of those phasers in the slots in the locker there. But all of these lockers will be filled up with fully charged phasers. So there, that's enough, you get the idea. Also, you saw in the previous video the deflector sensor dish, which was gold, and I said I was going to spray it bronze. So I went out to the spray shop yesterday and I got some bronze spray, and there is our sensor dish sprayed, not bronze, copper, sprayed copper. So I'm looking forward to getting into the work on that and applying that to the secondary hull. I've also chosen two of those figures, those custom figures, for the characters of Kirk and McCoy. So the one on the right is Kirk, and I've decided that the one on the left is McCoy. I mean, does that look like McCoy? Hands behind his back. Quite often he would walk with his hands behind his back, I think. Let me know, tell me in the comment section, are these good choices for Captain Kirk and McCoy? I'm sifting through all the other figures to see if I can find a good Mr. Spock and a good Montgomery Scott, because again, the figure that I was using for Mr. Spock kind of looks okay from a distance, but this is also one of the figures that I bought, and I'm not happy with these for the main characters of our build. So yeah. So like I said, that was just a quick stop at Starbase 9. Just really wanted to show you that and touch down with you on Sunday. It's an absolutely glorious day out here on this Sunday, so I'm going to go out now and get some fresh air. See you soon with the next video. Thanks for watching. Thank you to all the patrons supporting this project. Bye for now.